No, I'm sitting there with these photos in my hands, right? Photos I didn't take of my girlfriend. And the thing is, the thing that keeps me up at night day isn't what's in the photos, it's who took them. Strangers, her coworkers, people who pitied me enough to follow her around with a camera while I was home, thinking everything was fine. 3 years, Ostak. 3 years we were together. Katya and I, we had this plan, you know? Get married, maybe move to a bigger apartment, start actually living instead of just surviving. She'd just started at this marketing firm 8 months before everything went to hell. Good job, good pay, finally something stable after years of freelancing. I was happy for her. Proud, yeah, really proud. But then, small things started changing. New perfume. The expensive kind, not the one I bought her for her birthday. She started working late. Like really late, 3-4 times a week. When I'd ask about her day, she'd give me these short answers, distracted already scrolling through her phone. One specific time that I can't forget, she was sitting on our couch, laughing at something on her screen, this real genuine laugh I hadn't heard in weeks. And when I asked what was funny, she just went cold, locked her phone, said it was nothing, just a meme. I wanted to be wrong so badly, Mada, so badly that I made myself blind. She'd mention her boss sometimes, Viktor, 40s, divorced, brilliant mind, she called him. Said he was teaching her so much about the industry, about strategy, about how to really succeed. The way she said his name, knew it had this weight to it, Ostak, like it meant something more than just boss. But I pushed, that feeling down. Told myself I was being paranoid, insecure, ridiculous. Then came the company party. She asked me to come, which should have made me feel better, right? Like if something was happening, she wouldn't invite me. So I went, put on a nice shirt, showed up with a bottle of wine, tried to be the supportive boyfriend. I saw them together within 10 minutes, his hand on her lower back. Not just resting there, but familiar, comfortable. The way you touch someone you've touched before, many times before. She was different around him, brighter, flirtier. She laughed at everything he said, touched his arm when she talked, leaned in close. And I'm standing there with my cheap wine, watching my girlfriend be more alive with her boss than she'd been with me in months. I felt invisible. Worse than invisible. I felt like the punchline to a joke I didn't understand yet. Karocha, I went home alone that night. She said she had to network. Said it was important for her career. Came home at 2 a.m, smelling like cigarettes even though she quit smoking a year ago. That's when I became that guy. The one I swore I'd never be. I started checking her phone when she was in the shower. She was careful though. No, really careful. Deleted messages. Cleared call logs. But she couldn't delete everything. I found new lingerie in the back of her drawer, tags already removed, fancy black lace stuff I'd never seen her wear. Found a receipt for a hotel restaurant downtown, date night prices, 2 entrees, bottle of wine that cost more than our monthly internet bill. I was losing my mind, Ostak. Then I got the text, unknown number, simple message. You deserve to know the truth. My heart stopped, just completely stopped. I stared at that message for probably 20 minutes, didn't respond, didn't delete it, just stared. The next message came 2 days later. Thursday, 8 p.m., his office. Then another. The locked conference room. Ask yourself why they need privacy for strategy sessions. Then, Hotel Dnipro every Tuesday. Room is booked under his company card. Someone was watching her. Someone was documenting this. Someone knew, and they wanted me to know too. I finally responded. Simple. Who is this? The reply came in seconds. Someone who's tired of watching him do this. Meet me tomorrow. Coffee shop on Shevchenka Street. The one across from her building. 7 p.m. I'm not alone. We want to help. I showed up early, Mendy, sitting in the corner booth, watching the door, feeling like I was in some bad spy movie. Then they walked in. Not one person. 3. 2 women and a guy, all around Katya's age, all looking uncomfortable and determined at the same time. The older woman, Natalia, she said her name was. She sat down across from me with this folder. Big manila folder. The kind that means serious business. She was already tearing up before she even opened her mouth. We couldn't just stand by, she said quietly, looking around like she was afraid someone would hear. We've been watching this happen for months, Ostak, and we just couldn't. The other woman, Oksana, pulled out her phone. We have evidence, she said. Photos, timestamps, entry logs. We found hotel receipts in the office trash. We've been collecting everything for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. They'd been following my girlfriend, documenting her affair, for 6 weeks. The guy, Dimitro, he was angry, hands clenched on the table, jaw tight. Viktor does this, he said, uses his position, targets women on his team, promises them promotions, makes them feel special. You're the third boyfriend we've seen him destroy. We couldn't just watch it happen again and do nothing. Natalia pushed the folder across to me. Her hands were shaking, really shaking. He's our boss, she whispered. We could lose our jobs for this. Probably will, but it's not right, Ostak. What he's doing, it's not right. I opened the folder and knew. My whole world just collapsed. Photos. So many photos. Her leaving his apartment building at 2 a.m. wearing the same clothes from the day before. His hand in her hair outside a restaurant. Them in his car, parked in some dark corner of the parking garage. And even from a distance you could see the way she was looking at him. The way she used to look at me, back when we first met, when everything was new and exciting. Time-stamped entry logs showing her badge being used to access the 7th floor on weekends, late at night, when the building was supposed to be empty. Hotel receipts with dates and times, room numbers, charges for room service at midnight. They documented everything. Every Tuesday for 4 months, every late night, every lie she told me about working on presentations or meeting deadlines. We'll back you up if you need witnesses, Natalia said, wiping her eyes. But please don't say it was us unless you absolutely have to. We have families, Emida. Rent to pay, I promised. Took the folder. Took the USB drive with all the digital evidence. Thanked them, though the word felt hollow and wrong. They were risking everything. Their jobs, their careers, their reputations. For me. A stranger. Someone whose girlfriend they knew better than he knew her himself. The whole office knew. That's what kept hitting me as I drove home. The whole office had been watching this happen, watching me be the clueless boyfriend, probably joking about it over lunch. And these 3 people cared enough, pitied me enough, to do something about it. I don't know if that made it better or worse, Ostak. I waited until she came home the next evening. She was normal, happy even. Asked about my day, started making tea, talked about some project at work. I waited until she was relaxed, comfortable, safe. Then I put the folder on the kitchen table. Just tell me the truth, I said quietly. Please, Katya, just tell me the truth. She looked at the folder, and her face went white. Not guilty, not sorry, white, like she'd seen a ghost. What is that? She asked, but her voice already knew. I opened it, spread the photos across the table, one by one, watching her face as she saw herself documented, catalogued, exposed. Who? She started, then stopped. Picked up one of the photos. The restaurant one. Her hands were shaking. Who gave you these? Who the hell has been following me? Not sorry, not apologetic, angry, betrayed, violated. Your colleagues, I said, and watched her face change. Natalia, Oksana, Dimitro, they've been watching you for months, Ostak, because someone had to care enough to show me the truth. She started crying then, but not the tears I expected. They watched me? They've been... Oh my God, those... I work with them. I have lunch with them. They've been spying on me? You've been sleeping with Viktor for 4 months, I said, my voice surprisingly steady. They were trying to help me. Help you? She laughed, this bitter, ugly sound. They humiliated me. They violated my privacy. They followed me around like some kind of stalkers. The absolute audacity of being the victim in this moment. Is it true? I asked, even though I already knew. Needed to hear her say it. 4 months with Viktor? The hotel every Tuesday? His apartment? All of it? She was quiet for a long time, Ostak, just staring at the photos of her own betrayal. Finally, she nodded, I love him, she said softly. I was going to tell you when the time was right, when things were more settled. She didn't answer. Just stood up, went to the bedroom, started packing a bag. 40 minutes later, she was gone. Took her clothes, her laptop, that expensive perfume, left her keys on the counter. Didn't say goodbye. I sat alone in our apartment with photos taken by strangers who cared more about me than the woman I'd planned to marry. My phone buzzed. Natalia. I'm so sorry you had to find out this way. You deserve better. I didn't respond. Didn't know what to say. Thank you for destroying my relationship? Thank you for showing me I was the office joke? A week later, another text from Natalia. This one shorter. I've been fired. We all have. Viktor found out about the leak. HR investigation. We're out. My stomach dropped. Ostak. Just completely dropped. Dimitro's message came next. Worth it. He's a predator. Someone had to stop him. Don't feel guilty, man. We made our choice. But they didn't stop him, and that's the thing that kills me. Viktor and Katya are still together. I see her Instagram sometimes. Can't help myself. And they're public now. She got promoted to his department. They go to nice restaurants. Take weekend trips. She looks happy. Maybe happier than she ever looked with me. And 3 good people lost their jobs. Lost their references. Have gaps in their resumes they can't explain without admitting they documented their boss's affair. I tried to help. Tried to be a character witness when they looked for new positions. But companies don't care about morality, yet they care about liability. About people who break privacy rules, even for good reasons. Natalia sent me one last message, about a month after everything exploded. Do you ever wish we hadn't told you? That we just let you stay in the dark? I think about that question every day, Ostak, every single day. I still have that USB drive, can't throw it away, can't look at it. It sits in my desk drawer, this digital monument to good intentions and destroyed lives. Sometimes I wonder if Natalia regrets helping me. If she wishes she'd just let me stay stupid and happy. If she lies awake at night thinking about how trying to do the right thing cost her everything. Because now, none of us are happy. Katya got what she wanted. Viktor got away with it again. And 4 lives, mine and 3 people who tried to help, are just collateral damage. Mday. In someone else's love story. The truth didn't set anyone free, Ostak. It just burned down everything in its path and kept walking.